Good morning, welcome back to another weekly vlog. I have to start by apologising if you hear beeping. The smoke alarm in my office has, I think the battery's going and it keeps beeping. I can't reach to take it out, so I need to get somebody to do that, to change the battery for me. But yeah, apologies if you hear that, it is rather annoying. Yeah, another week, there we go. Yeah, it's just constantly going. It's been going like overnight and it's rather annoying. Yeah, another week. I'm feeling better than I was. So if you didn't watch my video last week, I kind of started the week off feeling like I had just like bad hay fever. I had a bit of like a sore throat. I sort of felt quite like congested. I had sore eyes, and the pollen count was really high anyway, so it kind of made sense that it was hay fever. But I do the COVID Zoe app on my phone, which is like the research app where you put in like how you feel each day, and they're basically researching to try and understand COVID and stuff a bit more. And because I put like having hay fever symptoms in, it asked me to do a PCR test. I'd already done 2 lateral flow tests, which were both negative, but it asked me to do a PCR test. So I sent that away and did that. That came back negative. But kind of while I was waiting for that to come back, I got a bit of a cough and a bit more of like a sort of like runny nose and stuff. So I was getting a little bit anxious that it might be COVID because of them talking about the new strain and how the symptoms are a bit different. But thankfully it wasn't. So I think it's just some kind of cold or virus. But yeah, I've still got a bit of a cough and a bit of like a stuffy nose and stuff, but I feel better than I did, which is good. So I'm hoping it's on its way out now. It's taken its time, but yeah, I'm glad it's not COVID, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's on its way out. So this week is, I don't think it's massive, well, it's kind of busy-ish. Today we've got Maisie for the day. She has, I don't know what I was going to say. Yeah, we've got Maisie for the day. We were like thinking like, well, what can we do with her? Can we go out somewhere? But the weather is just miserable, so we're just staying at home, having a quiet day, playing. I mean, she's quite happy playing like with her toys and stuff here. So we're just doing that today, and I don't have any other plans for today. Tomorrow we will have Noah. I've got a virtual council meeting at 2 o'clock. It was going to be in person, but then because the what do you call it, the easing of restrictions has been delayed, we've decided to make it virtual, which actually I'm quite happy about. It means I don't have to go out. So I've got that, and then I've got another virtual council meeting in the evening as well. Wednesday we'll have Noah, and that is about it as far as Wednesday's concerned. Thursday we're possibly going to have Noah. We're not 100% sure yet, because I'm not sure that my brother's working, so we'll see what he wants to do. We're also looking after Maisie again on Thursday. We don't normally look after her 2 days a week, but this week we're doing that, so we'll have her on Thursday. Don't have anything else on apart from that, which is quite good because I probably need to be around to help a bit. And then, oh gosh, what have I done? That's not what I wanted to press. There we go. Friday is my dad's birthday, so it's a big birthday. He's going to be 70. We're hoping to go out maybe for lunch or something. He'd really like to go to Loch Fyne, so I think we need to get that booked at some point. So originally he wanted to go out for a meal like with the whole family, so like with me, Rosie, Rebecca, Bonnie, and then like Richard, Lisa and Noah, David, Emma and Maisie, and that would have been okay if like the easing of restrictions had gone to plan, but because it hasn't, we can't do that because there's too many of us. So we've actually planned to have a little garden party in a few weeks' time, so that if I mean, I can't remember when the next restrictions are meant to be changing. I've lost track. But we thought if we do it at a garden party, you can have 30 people outside. So it'll be nice to just have us in the garden. Probably get some like food in from Costco or something and get a cake and just, yeah, do something nice to celebrate. But yeah, we were trying to think of things to do on Friday because that's obviously his birthday. And he said that he really wanted to go to Loch Fyne. So hopefully that's something that we can do, and I'm sure we'll do a little cake then as well and stuff. And then Saturday I don't have any plans, and Sunday I don't have any plans, so yeah, not a huge amount going on this week. This morning I need to put my weekly vlog up because I never managed to get that done yesterday. I planned to do it and then that just went out the window, so I didn't do it. So I need to put that up and then start editing another one. I'm trying to do a little bit of stuff today because we've got Maisie on Thursday as well. I just need to try and get some stuff done. So yeah, I'm going to stay up here while she's playing with the others downstairs. It's horrible because I can hear them playing and I'm like, oh, I really want to be there, but at the same time I'm like, oh, I need to get stuff done. So that's how it is today, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a miserable day, raining, cold, feels like the middle of winter. But we're not going anywhere, so just gonna stay inside, try and get a little bit of work done, and then perhaps play with Maisie a bit this afternoon. Good morning. Still haven't sorted out the fire alarm, so again, when it beeps, that's why. Waking up not feeling brilliant today. I mean, I haven't been feeling brilliant for over a week now. But yeah, I don't know, like my cough isn't as bad, but I just like feel really like, I don't know, bunged up, like all my sinuses and my ears hurt. And yeah, just feel a bit rubbish. I'm kind of hoping this might go soon because, you know, it's been over a week now and I've had enough. But hey, we're just going to roll with it, and if it doesn't get any better, I'll have to contact the doctor at some point, but I don't see the point in doing it at the moment because I don't think there's anything they can really do. So yeah, today we've got Noah. He's at preschool at the moment. I saw him briefly this morning before he went. I have got a meeting, a virtual meeting this afternoon. So I don't need to go very far for that. I can just go and sit on the sofa and do that. And then I've got another virtual council meeting this evening. So it's a day full of meetings, and hopefully I'll be able to spend a bit of time with Noah in between the two meetings. We'd quite like to try and do some more planting today because we've got the strawberry seeds that we bought. And I think today's really the only day we're going to be able to do it because tomorrow, what's happening tomorrow? Oh, I'd quite like to have a shower tomorrow, like wash my hair tomorrow, so I might try and do that early rather than leaving it until after he's gone. We'll see. And then Thursday we're going to have Maisie, so I don't think we're going to be able to do planting and stuff with both of them here. So yeah, I need to see if my dad's going to be around this afternoon and whether we can get the strawberries planted. I've also got my broccoli, lettuce, and what's the other thing that I got? Carrots that I need to plant as well, and they need to like get done ASAP. So maybe we can get some of that done this evening. But yeah, apart from that, nothing else on today. To be honest, I could really do without having meetings today because I just want to take things slowly and not do very much. But it is what it is, so we're going to get on with it. And yeah, I'm going to try and do a little bit of editing before I go and have my lunch. I don't think I'm going to get a huge amount done because I just really struggle in the mornings. Like, I've never found mornings easy, but well, since having my leg done, I just cannot seem to get going in the mornings, and it takes me hours to sort of get my breakfast done and get dressed, and it's just frustrating because it's like, you know, I want to get up and get going and like get stuff done, but my body just doesn't seem to work in the mornings. But anyway, we'll get done what we can, and then get on with the rest of the day.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand.
So I've had my first meeting of the day. No, you don't have to eat them, Adele. Noah is back from school now and we're back outside doing some more planting. Yeah. He's eaten all the fat balls, hasn't he? Yeah. Well, maybe tomorrow morning, because you're not in school first thing tomorrow. You and Nanny could do it. Right, are you going to help Grandpa?
Right, can we take Ellie and put Ellie somewhere safe? So
Pop her on top of the grow house.
Yeah, go on then.
He can't reach.
I thought he was going to chuck it. There you go.
You're not, are you? Now, what are we going to plant first, Noah? What are they?
Yeah, not up there.
Noah.
First of all,
hang on, what seeds have you got, Noah? We're going to plant some broccoli.
We're going to put some. Well, can we put more mud and less water in?
Oh God! Try and get a bit more mud, Noah, and not so much water, darling.
It'll go out the bottom anyway.
Yeah, but otherwise we'll be here all day. Oh, look, it's like cow pat.
I think he's enjoying this. Come on.
Yeah.
We need a lot more.
Put it a bit closer so that he doesn't have to that's it.
Oh, that's better.
Hey.
I love this. It's so good as a mud kitchen.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
This is Ace. Keep going. We need lots more.
just chuck it, yeah.
I think you'd be very good as a bricklayer.
Yeah.
I think you should be a builder.
No.
You've heard of Bob the Builder? Well, it's Noah the Builder. Can he fix it?
I can't fix
No.
anything.
Right, can you put those seeds in there, please? Oh, well done. That's really good.
Well done. Do you want to do some more?
More?
Yeah.
Right. Right, chuck them in there. Gently. Right.
Lovely.
I think I'll put the rest in myself, shall I? Just get it done. And then, so there's the seeds gone. And just gently put it up. Yeah, that'll do.
Bit more?
Yeah.
We don't need much. Put
Little.
some down there. Not a pile. Come here. I think I might do the rest.
Good morning. I feel really rough today. I just don't seem to be feeling any better from this cold virus, whatever it is, non-COVID thing. And it's like been a week and a half now and I'm just fed up. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. I had planned to film a bit more yesterday, but we came in from the garden, so we planted our broccoli seeds. Noah had fun. He got out his little it's not a toolkit, it's like a garden kit. It's got like various different garden tools in for his kind of age, and he got that out and he was playing with that and doing his work, as he called it. And yeah, so we then came in and I went to sleep on the sofa while he had his dinner, and then I woke up ready for my meeting in the evening, and then once I'd done the meeting I was just wiped out. So I didn't really film much else, unfortunately. But yeah, Noah was so funny yesterday. He's obviously picked up a new phrase, because I was talking to him and he went, well, first of all he started by saying, he said, oh, I don't like school. And I was like, oh, why don't you like school? And he was like, no, I didn't mean to say that. He said, I like to go to school, but I don't like your dog. He means Freddie. He really doesn't like Freddie. And we keep Freddie away from him because, you know, he doesn't have to like Freddie. He's okay with Alfie, but yeah, he's just not a fan of Freddie. So yeah, he said, oh, I don't like your dog. He says, oh, sometimes I just get sick of your dog. And I was like, what? Where have you ever? Because he's never used that kind of terminology before about being sick of something, and then he said it like a few more times, like across the sort of afternoon. He was, you know, he'd say like, oh, I'm really sick of that, or oh, I get really sick of this and stuff. So when Lisa came to pick him up, we told her what he'd been saying, and we were like, we don't know where he's got it from, because we don't really say that. I think Lisa was a bit like, oh yeah, I think we may have said it at home. So I don't know what context they said it in, and obviously it's not, you know, it's not a bad word to say or anything, but we just need to obviously teach him how to use it, because sometimes he was using it about things that he probably shouldn't be talking about, you know, saying he was sick of certain people, and so obviously we've just got to kind of make sure he understands what it means and that he's not going to say it to offend somebody or something. But it just makes me laugh when he comes out with like something new and you're kind of like, oh, I wonder where he's picked that up from. And you don't even realise, like, some of the stuff that he's picked up from us, he'll say it and you don't even realise it's something that you say until he starts coming out with it. I think, like, what was it he always used to say? Actually, or something. I think it was actually, or I can't remember what else there was, but I'm sure one of them was actually. Like, he started saying actually a lot, and we started to realise that we say it quite a lot in our sentences, and I just find it really interesting, like, you know, seeing what he comes out with and then working out where he's got it from. And obviously, because he goes to preschool now, he picks up stuff from preschool that we don't know, you know, we don't know about. But I love having, he's just a great age, I think. I just love having conversations with him because he's just so funny. And you can have, like, I mean, he's 3, but you can have, like, really, like, proper conversations with him, and, like, he's very inquisitive and he wants to kind of understand everything and ask questions, and he picks up on stuff a lot, like, you know, he picks up on, like, people's feelings, and he's very, like, in tune with how people are feeling and things like that. And I love having conversations with him. I love spending time with him. Same with Maisie and Bonnie, but obviously they're very different. But yeah, he's just brilliant to be around, bless him. So he came to say goodbye to me before my meeting yesterday, and gave me a hug and a kiss, which was very sweet. And yeah, that was yesterday. We've got him again today. He's at preschool though, and all I really feel like doing is lying down and going to sleep. But I really need to do some editing, so I'm going to go and try and do that. I don't have any particular plans today. I would like to get my hair washed later, but apart from that, I'm just trying to keep going, and not just sleep all day, even though I really feel like that's what I want to do. Yeah, my camera's being weird as well, because every time I turn it on, like the first time I turn it on, like in the morning, it started getting me to put like the date and the time and everything in again, and it's only done it for a few days now, but it's always like even if I take the battery out now and the memory card, if I put it back in, it doesn't do it. It's only when it's been off like overnight with the battery out, and then I put the battery back in again in the morning, and it always now asks me to put the date and time in again, and I don't really know why. I was googling it yesterday and found something that was talking about how there's like a battery that's like controls the date, like a battery that's for the date and time, but I'm not sure if I've got that on this camera. This is a Canon G5X, and I had a look and I couldn't find where that battery could possibly be, so I don't know if it's that. I mean, I've had this camera for a fair amount of time now, so I don't know if it's just kind of, I don't know, dying on me a little bit, which isn't ideal, because I need to film on it, but I don't know, I really don't know. So if anyone else has had that problem with the G5X and knows why it might be doing that, do let me know. I'm going to keep googling and see if I can find anything out, but I wasn't getting very far yesterday with it, so who knows. It's just frustrating because, like, if I pick the camera up and just want to film something like there and then, I then have to try like put the date and the time in, which takes a little bit of time, and I might miss what I want to film, but who knows. Anyway, I'm going to go downstairs now and try and get a little bit of editing done before I have a bit of lunch. And yeah, not really much else going on today. Right, I thought I'd light a new candle, so we're going for this one in vanilla frosting, which smells very sweet, much like a cake. So I'm going to light that and have that burning while I do my editing. To apologise for not filming much yesterday. It was just, well, I didn't really feel very well yesterday, still with this bug of whatever description it is, and yeah, I didn't do an awful lot. So I did my editing in the morning, had a bit of lunch. Noah got home from preschool, so spent a bit of time with him, but then Richard picked him up. I think it was like, I don't know, 4:15 or something like that. So he wasn't with us for particularly long. He went back home to have his dinner. I then fell asleep for quite a while, and then had a shower and got my hair washed, and yeah, that was about it. And then I spent ages trying to settle Bonnie because she just didn't want to sleep last night. So Becca went down to have a bit of a sleep, which is what, like, usually the routine is that Becca will go to bed like reasonably early, and we'll stay up with Bonnie, mainly because we stay up like a bit later anyway, so it just makes sense for us to have her then. And then we take Bonnie up to bed. It varies depending on how settled she is, and then Becca obviously takes over again. But last night she didn't want to go to sleep. She wasn't even like particularly unsettled. She was just like wide awake, but she just wanted to be held, so I spent quite a lot of time just cuddling her, which was very nice, but yeah, didn't get anything else done. So yeah, that was yesterday. Didn't really do an awful lot. Today we have got Noah, he's at preschool at the moment, and we've also got Maisie. We don't normally have Maisie on a Thursday, but this week we have, because of just things that David and Emma have got on, and also her other grandparents aren't around to look after her, which is what they usually do. Yeah, so we've got her. Becca has just taken her up to the little park near us, and I'm looking after Bonnie because she's fast asleep. My mum and dad have gone out to, what do you call it? Verger, I think, at the funeral. Basically, they help at funerals by like checking people in for like track and trace, giving out orders of service, all that kind of stuff. So they're doing that. So at the moment it's just me and Bonnie here. But then obviously when Becca comes back, it'll be Becca and Maisie as well. Although my mum and dad aren't going to be out for too long. We don't really have particularly any plans for today. I think we're just taking it fairly slowly. Yeah, as I said, Maisie's gone to the park now, which will probably have a bit of an early-ish lunch, and then she'll probably go down for a nap after lunch. I think we are going to try and do a birthday cake for my dad today. It's his birthday tomorrow, but we just thought it might be nicer to do one today, like when Maisie and Noah are here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we thought it might be nice to do one today when Maisie and Noah are here, and they can kind of join in with it, because otherwise it will be us doing it tomorrow with like probably just like me, my mum, my dad and Becca and Bonnie, which, you know, it'll be fine, but it would just be nicer to have it with Noah and Maisie here. So I think we're going to try and do that a little bit later, but apart from that we haven't really got any plans. So I am just finishing my breakfast, hoping that Bonnie stays nicely asleep while I finish it, and then hopefully when Maisie gets back she'll be tired out from the park, so she'll have a nice nap after lunch. So it's a bit of a hectic household today. I don't quite know well, I don't know whether I'm coming or going at the moment. So yeah, Maisie went down for a quick nap this morning after she got back from the park. They didn't spend long at the park because it started raining and Maisie was tired. I think she's probably slept for about 20 minutes this morning, and then we got her up because she was awake, and we did lunch and everything, and then she played for a little bit, but she was obviously still tired, so we put her down for another nap, but I'm not actually sure that she has slept. We just keep hearing her talking, and Rebecca's got this new baby monitor for when Bonnie moves out, which won't be for a while yet, into her own room, but it's called a Lollipop, I think, and you've got like the camera, and then you can see on your phone, and you can like talk to like Maisie or Bonnie through the camera, and so, you know, like we could hear her kind of like talking to us, so we would kind of go on there and say like, we say, okay, Maisie, lie down and go to sleep now. And she would go, okay, and she'd lie down. And then like a few minutes later, she'd just go, bye-bye, Becca, and like wave at the camera. She's got one at home, so she's quite used to it. But yeah, that was quite sweet. But I don't think she's actually been asleep. She was quiet for a little while, but most of the time she's either been singing or talking to us, or yeah, not really sleeping. So I'm not quite sure how she'll be when we get her up. My mum and Becca have gone to get Noah from school, and then when he gets home we'll probably get Maisie up because I can't see her falling asleep, and then we'll probably play for a little bit. I did have a call from Motability earlier. I can't remember what I've said, so basically I went to test drive the Peugeot 5008 a few weeks ago now, and it all seemed good, and basically we needed the GT Premium to be able to have the electric boot opening thing, and so we were like, okay, so I went back to Motability, and they kind of gave that the go ahead, and then I made an appointment to go back to Peugeot, went back, and they said, oh, the GT Premium isn't on the Motability scheme anymore, it's just been taken off. So we were like, oh god, no, like this has taken us so long to try and find a car, and so we were like, what are we going to do now? And the guy said what we could do was get the GT, and then add on the electric tailgate as an extra. Obviously it wouldn't come with like the other stuff that the GT Premium came with, but it would mean that we'd have the electric tailgate, which is the bit that I really need. But he said you would have to pay the £400 for the tailgate up front. So I then had to go back to Motability again to tell them all of that, and she rang me back today just to say that they're okay to do that. What she's going to do is do me a letter which actually sort of says exactly what Motability will pay for, including the electric tailgate, because it doesn't really work with them paying stuff up front. It's like they just cover the whole thing. So we're hoping if they write it in a letter and like stipulate that they will pay for that it will be okay. So yeah, she's going to send those over to me. I think they said that the lead time on the GT, because it's going to be a factory order, because I have to add the electric tailgate, it could be at least 6 months, so I'm not going to have it for a while. But I said to her, I'm like, to be honest, it's taken me so long to find a car that is suitable. I will wait 6 months if it means that I can have a car that works for me. So that's what we're going for. I need to make an appointment with Peugeot and hopefully get the ball rolling. So that's good. I'm glad that I've had that chat with her and we know that we can go ahead with that now. So just need to get the ball rolling with it now. But yeah, I'm just going to have a little bit of a rest. It's not going to be very long because Noah will be back pretty much any minute. But I'm just going to have a little bit of a rest until Noah's back and Maisie gets up again. Right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday to you. Shall we try again so that Maisie sings as well?
Yeah. You're going to sing this time?
Shall we sing it, Maisie?
Yeah.
We're going to sing?
I'll
so
sing
go.
with you.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday to you.
Is Maisie going to have a go at blowing some out?
You're going to blow the candles out with Grandpa?
Oh, I have to do that. Ready?
Chris, pull her a little bit closer.
No, wait. I can't get any closer.
She's fine.
Ready? Oh, that's
Ready?
smoky.
Go one.
You go blow
You
one
going to
out.
blow them out, Maisie?
Oh.
Okay, Grandpa and Noah do it. Careful, Noah, not too close.
Oh.
That's it, keep blowing. Oh, well done.
Hey! Well done.
Now what do we do?
Gilly.
Again?
Ready? Wait.
Hang on. Oh,
1,
2, 3.
3,
Oh, you missed one. 4,
4,
5, 6. Have we got to sing again, Maisie? Hang on, Maisie, do you want to do the singing? Can you sing Happy Birthday?
Happy birthday. Whoa, that's a big one.
Let Maisie sing.
That's nice. She sang happy birthday.
Can you say, Happy Birthday, dear Grandpa?
You blow them out.
Yay!
Hey. Right, I'm going to blow them all out in one go. Watch this.
Watch Grandpa.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I couldn't do it.
Rubbish.
I only blew one out.
Let me try.
Go on, you.
Maisie, you help. Can you blow?
Hang on. We're going to take one over for Maisie to blow out.
That's it, Maisie, blow one.
Can you blow that one out, darling? Oh, well done. You blew one out.
Well done.
Look.
There's some smoke.
My goodness, it takes a lot of blowing out. There's a lot of smoke, isn't it? I think that's enough now.
Now,
Yes.
Can I help you?
what do we have to do now with it?
Eat it.
Yeah,
Eat it. So we need a knife and some little plates.
yeah, we need some.
Who's going to get a knife?
We'll get those. Good morning. So it's Friday today and it's my dad's birthday. We are going to go out for lunch in a little while to Loch Fyne because that's what he said he'd like to do. Haven't been there for, well, what feels like years now. We used to go there like a reasonable amount because my grandma really enjoyed going there, but she hasn't been able to do it for quite a while, so we just haven't really been. So hopefully that'll be nice. My mum actually convinced me to do an e-consult last night because I've got this cough that just isn't getting any better. And yesterday, sort of evening, afternoonish, I had like a bad coughing episode, and then my lips started turning blue and stuff. So my mum was just like, you need to do an e-consult before the weekend because like it needs looking at. So I did that last night, and then I think it was about 9 o'clock this morning, my GP rang, and because I'd been lying down, because I was in bed when she rang, because I'd been lying down, when I sat up I started coughing a lot more, which I seem to find is what happens. So I was coughing quite a lot, so she could hear exactly what my cough sounded like. But yeah, she said that it sounds like I've obviously had like some sort of virus or infection. She's not really sure what, but because I'm coughing stuff up, sorry if that's too much information, but because I'm still coughing stuff up and it's been like nearly 2 weeks now, she said she's just concerned that there's sort of some sort of infection that's kind of lingering around there that's not going. So she is prescribing me some antibiotics, and she's also going to prescribe me some steroids because it seems to just be affecting my asthma, especially when I cough. I then start like not being able to breathe very well, and she thinks that's why I'm going blue around my lips. She said she wasn't too concerned about that because it has only happened once, and because like once I'd finished coughing and just like taken some proper breaths, it went away. She's not too worried about it. She did ask if I had like an oxygen meter that you put on your finger at home, which I don't. I have considered getting one, and I think my POTS specialist said I should get one, but I've always just been a little bit hesitant to get too much like monitoring equipment because I just feel like I might I don't want to start monitoring too much and then get like, I don't know, a bit obsessed with the numbers and stuff. But anyway, she basically said that if, so take the steroids and the antibiotics, if I feel worse over the weekend, or if I get like more of the episodes of turning blue, then we've got to call 111, or if it's not too bad, then ring them back on Monday, and I'll go in so that they can do like a proper examination and check my oxygen levels and stuff. But I'm hoping that if the antibiotics and the steroids start working, that we won't have any more issues with blue lips. So fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm just hoping that they help. I mean, I've had steroids before and they do seem to work quite quickly. I know when I had them last time, they kicked in pretty quickly, so fingers crossed that they work. She also said, the first thing she said was, she was like, I just want to thank you. And I'm like, why is she thanking me? And she said, I just want to thank you for doing a PCR test and for following the rules. And I was like, oh, that's okay. Because she said she gets so many phone calls with people who've got like a cough or something, and she'll say to them, you know, have you done a PCR test? And they keep saying no. And obviously, one, it just means like that they haven't necessarily followed the rules because they haven't excluded it being COVID, and they may not have self-isolated. But also it's just a waste of like the patient's time and the doctor's time, because if you haven't done that PCR test yet, they can't do an awful lot because they don't know whether it's COVID or not. So yeah, I think it's important that if you have got any kind of symptoms, to get that PCR test done as quickly as possible, I suppose, and then you can go to your doctor and at least say, you know, I've had a negative test, it's not COVID, it's something else, and then they can help. So yeah, and I can't fault my doctors actually, like as hard as it's been not being able to see them in person for the last, like, I don't know, 18 months or whatever it's been. They've generally been pretty good. Like if you do an e-consult, then they've been pretty good at getting back to you quickly. Occasionally I've had to speak to different doctors and it's been a bit difficult because they haven't known my history and stuff. But like today, you know, I did that e-consult at like 11 o'clock last night and I got the phone call at 9 o'clock this morning. I've got the prescriptions sorted, so we just need to pick those up and we're sorted. So it's pretty good. And I think it's important to try and find the positives. So yeah, it's good. Hopefully they'll work and I'll start feeling a little bit better. But yeah, we are going to go out for lunch. I'm just really hoping that I don't start coughing, because even though I know that I haven't got COVID, you know, you hear somebody else coughing and you kind of, everyone else is a bit like, oh God, have they got COVID? And then, you know, and I've got the text on my phone that says I haven't got it and everything, but it just makes me feel a bit self-conscious. But anyway, so just going to have a bit of a rest now, and then we'll head off to Loch Fyne.
I'm staying close to the mirror, a lock of gold, a secret.
Good afternoon. We have been back from Loch Fyne for quite a while, but I have been asleep on the sofa for the whole afternoon. I think I probably just needed it. I think I needed the rest and the sleep, and yeah, I've just kind of given into it this time. I did think I needed to do some editing, but I think I just need to let my body kind of heal a little bit. Loch Fyne was very nice. The food was good. Haven't been there for so long, but I like their food because it's very simple and it's like not fussed about or anything. I had some sea bass, and I don't eat fish an awful lot. Yeah, I don't eat fish an awful lot because I don't like it when it's kind of like too dry or anything, but they do it really nicely, and yeah, it was really nice, so that was good. My mum has been down to the chemist to pick up my prescription so I can get started on my antibiotics and steroids, and hopefully they will get me feeling a bit better, hopefully. don't have much planned for the rest of the evening, to be honest. I think we may watch a film a bit later, possibly, but we're just having a quiet one. And then we've got, in a few weeks' time, we're going to have this little garden party with both my brothers and their families, so that we can all get together and celebrate my dad's birthday properly, which should be nice. Hopefully the weather will be okay for that. But yeah, I do have some posts to open actually, which I must open and show you what it is. I'll either do that this evening or tomorrow. I haven't quite decided yet, but yeah. So I'm just watching the soaps and relaxing a bit and not doing much else. Good morning. Firstly, please excuse the fire alarm. It still keeps bleeping. I haven't managed to get it sorted yet. It's really annoying. Just need someone to take the batteries out. But yeah, just haven't got around to sorting that one out yet. There we go. Secondly, I have really, really red cheeks, and I don't really know why. This has been happening for over a year, on and off, and can't seem to really get anywhere with it. At one point, a doctor, I think it was a rheumatologist that they consulted, did say, oh, you might want to check for lupus, but I don't think that ever got done. I really need to see my rheumatologist, but yeah, the last thing that happened was I ended up getting called by a rheumatology nurse, talking to her about various symptoms, and she sort of said, oh, I think you really need to speak to the rheumatology doctor, but you can't because they're not doing clinics and they're still on the wards. So yeah, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but we're just going to embrace bright red cheeks. Yeah, where am I? I don't know what I'm doing. It's Saturday. I've taken my first lot of medication, and I'm hoping over the next few days it will make me feel a bit better, because I just feel pretty crap. Although I think actually the medication may well make me feel worse as well. I usually find antibiotics do. Steroids, I can't remember what I felt like when I've been on them before, but yeah, I'm not expecting like miracles anytime soon. I'm really struggling with eating actually. I mean, I never have like much of an appetite, or like a very good appetite anyway, but since having this infection or whatever it is, I just don't really seem to fancy anything. I keep feeling really sick, so that's fun. Trying to find things that I can actually eat that won't make me just feel rubbish. Yeah, I don't have any plans for today. I do need to get that post open, which I said that I would do yesterday. It just didn't happen. Also want to wash my hair later if I can. But apart from that, trying to do a bit of editing, and that's about it. Oh, I got an email yesterday to say that I hadn't got an interview for that job that I had applied for with Bear Hugs. I talked about it a few vlogs back. Basically, it was like it was a job for a digital assistant or something. I can't remember what the job title was. And basically you could work from home. It was a 0 hours contract, and then you could, like, each week you could choose like tasks depending on what you felt you could do. So like you could work however many hours you kind of felt that you could manage. And yeah, it would just seem pretty perfect, and something that I might be able to actually manage. So I applied for it. I know they got a lot of applications. I think they got it was over 100 applications. So when I saw that, I kind of thought, okay, I probably have no chance. But yeah, I got an email yesterday to say that I hadn't got through to having an interview. Not gonna lie, I was obviously quite gutted, because, you know, I wanted the job and that's why I applied for it. I had a bit of a cry last night and just felt, I don't know, I struggled to not feel like I was a failure or that I wasn't good enough. I was getting all those lovely thoughts last night, and felt pretty crap, to be honest. And this is no way in criticism of Bear Hugs and the people that, you know, have chosen interviews and things like that. It's just, you know, rejection is never easy, and I think it's okay to admit to that. So yeah, I feel a bit rubbish about it, but it is what it is. And that's just, you know, it obviously wasn't meant to be. They have asked if I would like the feedback that they kind of made notes of when they went through everyone's like applications. Obviously only my feedback, not everyone else's. And I just can't decide whether to take the feedback or not. Logically, I know that it would be a good idea to hear the feedback so that I know what I could maybe improve on, or what I didn't have, or, you know, whatever. But then there's the other part of me that kind of thinks, can I actually take that feedback at the moment? Like, can I, like, I don't know how bad the feedback is going to be. So I'm kind of thinking, can I cope with reading through reasons why I wasn't selected? So I don't really know what to do at the moment. Like, one part of me thinks I just need to go for it and embrace it and just take it on. The other part of me kind of thinks that I just need to try and protect my mental health, because it's not at its best at the moment, let's just put it that way. I don't know what to do, so I need to have a think about that. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer last night, but there's not really much I can say about it. Yeah, had a bit of a cry. Gonna feel a bit rubbish for a few days probably, but hopefully at some point I'll pick myself back up and carry on. Anyway, I'm gonna get on with trying to finish editing this weekly vlog because I want to get it done. And then I need to find some lunch. I don't know what to eat. And then I will try and get these parcels open so I can show you what's in them. I know what's in some of them, I'm not sure on the others. But yeah, no, actually I think there's only one that I don't know what's in it. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to get on with this editing and I'll speak to you later. Good afternoon. I managed to get my weekly vlog finished, so very happy about that. Hello, Freddie. Hello. Do you want to come up? I know my crutches are in the way and you don't like them. Okay. Yeah, managed to get the weekly vlog finished and had a very late lunch because I just didn't really have much appetite. I'm now going to open this post that has been building up for a little while. I just haven't felt up to opening it. I think what I'll do is open it all first and then show you the things that are actually interesting, because not all of this is going to be interesting. So yeah, I'm going to get opening and may have some help from Freddie.
Across town, trying to get to you. I've been keeping my phone on no sound, facing you out, that's true. Now I get butterflies just thinking about your eyes, and that can't be all bad. Things came up, things went down, maybe turn back around. My spider sense screaming that I'm mad. A big storm blew up, a hurricane right in my coffee cup, carried me far, far away, and that's why I couldn't make it today to a coffee shop.
This isn't the best camera angle, but we're just going to go with it because, yeah, I don't know where else to put you. I have a little friend who's now decided to come and sit behind me for some reason. I don't know why, but you're going to help me, aren't you? And I thought I'd just show you some of the bits that I just opened. Where should I start? So I've got a box of cleaning tablets for my retainers. I'll talk more about these in the video that I'm going to film about like starting Invisalign and stuff. Not massively exciting. Also, finally opened my Disney parcel, which came, I feel like I've had it for like a week or something. It's slightly ridiculous. Basically, Disney put a Facebook post out or something saying that they were selling off some of their keys and keys and key pins. Basically that they'd had like leftover stock. These are keys that you could only get if you spent £20 on like merchandise, and then you would get the free key, but they were selling them off because they had stuff left over. So I had a little look. There are a couple that, well, there are a few that I didn't have, but there were only a couple that I really wanted. Unfortunately, they didn't like go back very far because like I didn't collect them to begin with. I was kind of hoping I might be able to get some of the earlier ones, but they didn't go back that far. So I picked up two. I can't actually remember how much I paid for them. I think they were like £8 or something, and then they were doing like a 3 for 2, but there were only 2 keys that I wanted, so I'll show you what I got for the third item. So the first key that I got was the ink and paint one, which is one that I'd actually really wanted to get and just hadn't been collecting at the time, or I don't know, I hadn't got it at the time anyway. And it looks like this, which is very colourful and pretty, and it's got lots of like line drawings of different Disney characters and stuff on it, so I was very happy with that one. And then the other one that I got was Pluto's 90th anniversary, which for some reason I thought I had, and I don't. I know I've got the key pin of this one, but I obviously didn't get the actual key for some reason. So this is what it looks like. You've got like the old Pluto and then the new Pluto, which I rather like. I thought that was rather sweet as well. So I've got that. And then, oh, sorry, I've got a really runny nose. Yeah, so for the third item, I got a blind bag, I think they call them, like a mystery key pin, basically. I don't have any of these key pins at all. Basically, I was hoping that I would get any of them apart from the Star Wars one, because I didn't really want the Star Wars one. And luckily, I've been really lucky actually with the mystery key ones that I have got. I haven't got many of them, but I think I've got 2 before this, and both times I've got ones that I quite like, I wanted, so I've been quite lucky. And this time I got the little, is this going to focus? Let's see. Come on. There we go. I got a little Donald Duck one, which I'm very happy about because I love Donald. He brings, well, I had a really good interaction with Donald when we went to Disneyland Paris a few years ago, and so it always brings back nice memories. So very, very happy with that. So that was my little Disney order. And then the next thing I opened was something that I didn't know what it was. I hadn't ordered anything, so I basically had no idea. But it is a little gift sent to me by my friend Lydia, who always spoils me with surprise gifts, and she's very, very kind. And I think it's possibly from Etsy. I'll have a little look online and see if I can find it. They've got an Instagram, so I'll link them below, but they're called Happily Ever Candle Company, and I assume that they make like Disney themed candles. And she has sent me the Main Street Bakery hand poured soy candle. It smells incredible. I mean, obviously it smells like the Main Street Bakery. I'm not sure if it's the one in Paris or the one in America or both. I can't actually remember what the Main Street Bakery smelled like, but this smells amazing. It's kind of vanilla-y, but it's kind of got like an almost like marzipan kind of scent to it as well. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to check out their Instagram and see what other kind of candles they do, because yeah, I really, really like it. It's got such a strong scent. You could smell it like as soon as you were opening the thing, and even though I'm a bit like congested at the moment, I can still smell it. So thank you so much to Lydia for that, because that's really, brightened my day. It's been it's been a bit of a rubbish couple of weeks actually, to be honest. So yeah, that was much appreciated, and I'm very, very thankful to have such a lovely friend. And then the last thing is going to be marked as gifted, because this has been gifted. I had an email a week or so ago from a person at, oh no, what was the, I'm just trying to remember what the actual company was, from a gentleman called Mark at Hound Global, which is, I'm not really sure what it is actually. I need to look into it. But basically, he was asking. He said he had some Burns pet food gifting packs, and wanted to know if I would like to be sent one out for Alfie. So I said yes. I'm sure Alfie will not say no to dog food. He has had Burns food for quite a long time actually. He doesn't have it at the moment because I think we were having issues with stock and like getting the food in or something like that. So he's actually on a different food at the moment, but he did have Burns food for a long time. And I'm sure Freddie, who's now got bored of all this, I'm sure he will benefit as well from these. But basically, I haven't looked inside this yet. We've got this like massive tin with little dogs on it and stuff, which is actually really nice, and I'm sure we can use this for holding their treats and stuff in, because it's really pretty. And inside, there is a little postcard with a dog on it that says, "Hi Jenny, we hope Alfie enjoys the enclosed gifts. Please feel free to tag us using Burns Pet and hashtagged backed by Burns." So I'll link like their website and their Instagram and stuff below so that you can check them out. But yeah, we have a jam-packed tin, so I'm just gonna go through it and see what we've got, and then at some point I'll show it to Alfie and Freddie and let you know what they think of everything as well. So the first thing is, I don't know what this is. It says Burns Natural Food for Pets. I think this might be a bag or something. Take a snap of your pooch looking, oh, it's a bandana, looking dapper in their Burns bandana. So we can pop that on Alfie. It's a little blue bandana, which I shall pop on him and take a picture. I'll probably need to put that on Alfie rather than Freddie, because it looks a bit too big for Freddie, but Alfie's more than happy to wear clothes, so I'm sure he will enjoy that, and I'm sure I can tempt him with a few little treats as well. There's so much stuff in here. Oh, sorry, I don't know if it's hay fever or if it's the end of this virus, but I just feel like my nose is streaming. Oh, I can smell this though. So yeah, we've got loads of stuff in here. We've got, these are all for adult and senior dogs. Freddie's woken up. Hello. A lot of these are for Alfie. No. Get your nose out. You can obviously smell it. So we've got a hearty lamb with carrots and organic brown rice. Oh, these are little like wet food pouches, I think. So that is that one, which Freddie is very interested in these. Then we have also got free range egg with carrots and organic brown rice. Again, this is another of the sort of wet food. It's a vegetarian one. Basically, I think this company was set up because I know we did some research into it. That's what that one looks like. We did some research into it before we got it for Alfie, and I think this company was set up because the gentleman that set it up was basically fed up of feeding his dogs with all the dog foods that just weren't right for them and didn't have decent stuff in them. So he set up a dog food company that actually made food with decent ingredients and that met the needs of their dogs, and we thought it was good because that's why we fed it to Alfie for so long. We've also got wild fish with carrots and organic brown rice, which is this one. Freddie is just like, are these for me? Are these for me? We've then got organic chicken with carrots and organic brown rice. Oh, it was actually developed by a veterinary surgeon as well called John Burns, which obviously is a good backing for them as well. Not seen any of these before. We actually fed Alfie with the dry food from Burns. I don't think we ever looked at the wet food particularly. We have got adult and senior sensitive duck and brown rice. Oh, they're like little sort of like kibble treat type things for sensitive tummy. They're hyperallergenic, healthy, give you a healthy coat, highly digestible, low in fat, single animal protein source and natural ingredients. Some of these are samples, so they don't actually probably look like this if you got them like in the shop and got a full size one, but this is what this one looks like. As I said, I will link things below so that you can kind of check them out if you're interested. I don't know if I should leave all this stuff here because Freddie might get into it. What else have we got? This one is adult and senior weight control chicken and oats, and again it's like the sort of dry food kibble as well. I'm sure Freddie will get to try some of these, although they're for like senior dogs. Freddie's not quite a senior dog yet, but I'm sure he'll get a little treat. What's this one? Adults and senior original chicken and brown rice, and that's another kibble as well, which looks like this one. There's literally loads of stuff in here. Very exciting, isn't it? Oh my goodness, what's this one? This is for adult working dogs. I'm not sure I'd call Alfie a working dog. I mean, he could be, but he's a bit old now. So it's for all working dogs with high energy needs, chicken and rice, and that's a kibble as well. I didn't realise Burns did so much stuff. I guess because we always just bought the same stuff for Alfie. We just never really looked into other stuff that they did. Oh my goodness. Where do we start? Where do we start? This one is adult and senior sensitive. Have we done this one? Yes, we've got one of them already, so I won't show you that again. Let's make you that one. I can't actually remember. Anyway, this is an adult and senior sensitive chicken and whole grain maize. If I'm showing you the same ones twice, I do apologise. I'm losing track of what we've shown you already. Put that there. What's this one? Oh, it's pink. Oh, it's Burns Kitten Food. So Lenny can enjoy this. And Lenny has dry food as well, so it might be interesting to see what he thinks of this. But this is for kittens, chicken and rice, and it's just like a smaller sized kibble, obviously because it's for kittens. I mean, I'm not sure Lenny classes as a kitten anymore, but he's only one, so he's not that old. And then we have got another chicken and brown rice, adult and senior. So we've got lots to be trying here, haven't we, Fred? And then what else have we got in here? So we've got some Burns training bites, chicken and brown rice, extra tasty, natural ingredients and bite size. They're little like bone shaped ones. They're packed with flavour and are a great reward for training your pooch. Yeah, and basically, so all these have in them is brown rice, chicken meal, maize, chicken fat, chicken livers and seaweed. I mean, we use treats for like when they come in from the garden, so that they get a treat for coming in. Sometimes when they're out on their walks, or if we're doing like, you know, training with them and stuff. So these will go down a treat, which is these ones. Right, we then have got some ocean bites, which are white fish, 100% fish, crunchy and tasty and hypoallergenic. I can't smell them through here, but I'm wondering if these are going to smell a little bit fishy, but they are basically 100% white fish skins. So they just don't have any like artificial nasty stuff in them, which is nice because you want to make sure you're feeding your dog good stuff, don't you? You do, you want to make sure you're feeding your good stuff. We've then got Kelty Bites, which are chicken and brown rice, crunchy and tasty, natural ingredients, hypoallergenic, and those, they're huge actually. They might just have to be for Alfie. We're all out out of focus. Yeah, they're quite big, but they look like this. I'm sure Alfie will manage them. Freddie might not. I don't know, he might do okay, we'll see. So we've got those, we're nearly there. We've then got Kelty Bites with apple and chamomile. They are for weight control, natural and healthy, and satisfyingly tasty. Weight control for us is quite important with both the dogs, because obviously you don't want your dog to be overweight, especially like with Alfie. Golden retrievers, I think, are prone to joint problems and stuff, so our vet has always said it's really important to keep his weight at a good point, a good weight, and they're really happy with him at the moment. Like, we've had a few people on walks look at him and be like, oh, he's a bit skinny, isn't he? But actually the vet says that he is probably the perfect weight at the moment. I think people are quite used to seeing dogs that are overweight and thinking that that's what a dog should look like, but in reality it's really important to keep your dog's weight stable and at a good level, because it protects them from all sorts of different issues. So we've always been quite careful about what we feed the dogs, what treats we give them, and so these sound good. The fact that they are good for weight control, obviously you'd have to read the packaging and stuff to see like how much you can feed them, but they look rather good. And then the last one, put that back in there because we're running out of space, are carrot bites. They are 100% carrot. Our dogs love carrots. We often use carrots as a treat because the dogs love them. I'm just going to get Freddie in there as well because he looks too cute. Yeah, we'll often give them like little bits of carrot, because yeah, they're a good healthy treat. So these are crunchy and tasty, healthy and natural, and they basically look like carrot shape, like actual bits of carrot that are just sort of dried, which is good. I mean, I'm sure they are going to love these. They're low in fat and ideal for sensitive dogs, and we know that they like them as well. So that's what these ones look like. And that is everything in the tin. I'm quite overwhelmed actually. I didn't expect them to send quite so much stuff. And I just want to say thank you to Burns Food for treating Alfie and Freddie, I'm sure, and Lenny with the kitten ones as well. They're going to go down a treat, aren't they? All these yummy foods to try. They're going to love them. So thank you so much to Burns for sending those. And if you want to check out, as I said, their Instagram and their website to find out more about them, I will link them below. And now I'm going to put these back in the tin for a minute because I don't trust you and I think you might try and open them. He's pretty good. I thought he might be trying to get into them a bit more than he is, so I'm quite impressed. He's being very restrained. I mean, we've taught the dogs from a very young age that they shouldn't eat stuff unless we give it to them. Alfie has been more difficult. He's a golden retriever. It's what golden retrievers do. They are like hoovers, and that's why he has to wear a muzzle when he goes out for his walks, because he just eats stuff. But like at home, they have generally been pretty good. Like, they don't try and steal stuff off tables, or we have to be careful. Like, if we've had like gatherings pre-COVID, and people have like put down a plate of food, like, you know, when you're sitting around and they put like a plate of food down on the floor when they're chatting, we do have to be a bit careful because it gets a little bit too tempting for them. But generally they are pretty good. We've had our, you know, incidents, you know, like when my dad left half a joint of lamb on the side of the island when we finished our dinner, and he went out to do something, came back and it wasn't there anymore, and Alfie was just standing there like licking his lips. Sometimes the temptation gets the better of them, but generally they are pretty good, so I'm sure they will enjoy all of these things in moderation. And yeah, thank you so much to Burns. Really appreciate you treating us and treating the dogs, because I'm sure they are going to love it. I am now going to have a rest on the sofa because I'm absolutely shattered, and feeling still pretty rubbish, but I need to pop all these bits away first Good afternoon, happy Sunday. I'm having a very lazy Sunday, just not getting very much done. I woke up quite late and had my breakfast, did my medication, and got dressed, and that's about all I've done. I'm not really not getting very far. I had considered trying to do some editing or something today, but I just don't think my brain is in the right frame of mind for doing anything, to be honest. So I've decided to just kind of write this day off as a bit of a quiet day and try and just rest a bit and hopefully continue to try and feel a little bit better. I think the antibiotics and steroids are just making me feel a bit like dopey and not very good, so that doesn't help. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't done very well this week with editing. I've got a weekly vlog finished now, but I do need to get that up, so I'm going to try and do that tomorrow. Ideally I need to be doing 2 weekly vlogs a week because I need to catch up, and that's just not happening at the moment, so I need to try and like work that one out, and just I'm hoping when I feel a bit better I can start doing a little bit more, but it takes me a while to kind of feel better from like an infection or anything, so yeah. It's kind of taking a while, and I just have to kind of accept that that's what my body does. But yeah, I don't really have many plans today. I think my brother and sister-in-law and niece have just come over, so I'm going to go downstairs and see them. But yeah, apart from that, I'm not doing very much. I think we're having a barbecue this evening and it's raining, so yeah, I mean, it's not like a special barbecue or anything, it's just that's what we decided to have for dinner. I don't think my brother and his family are staying, so I'm guessing my dad will just go out with an umbrella and cook the stuff and then bring it back in again. But yeah, apart from that, no plans. Just taking it easy and trying to get my body back on track. So I'm going to head downstairs now, and I will talk to you at some point later. Good evening. Apologies for not filming today, apart from this morning. David and Emma came over and they actually ended up staying for dinner, which was very nice. So we've just spent the afternoon and evening with them, and with Maisie entertaining us as she does, bless her. And yeah, they've just gone home now, so there hasn't really been any opportunities to film anything else. But it's been a really nice afternoon and evening, just getting to spend time with them properly, and yeah, just doing what we used to do before COVID. I don't know, you kind of, like, part of you kind of forgets about COVID for a bit when you can do something like that, and then you kind of remember again, and yeah, but it was nice anyway, and it was good to just spend a bit of proper family time together. I am just going to finish my non-alcoholic cider and watch a bit of YouTube, and then I'm determined that I'm going to go to bed earlier tonight, because I really need to work on going to bed earlier. It's just getting ridiculous now. I've always been a night owl, but it's just like it gets later and later, and I need to get me into a better routine, basically. Been joined by Dad and Bonnie. So yeah, I'm just going to have a bit of time chilling out, and then I'm going to head up to bed. This whole filming thing isn't going very well. What's the matter? So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. If you have and you'd like to see more from me, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell. That means you'll get notified every time I upload a video, so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're doing, what you've been up to this week, anything else you'd like to comment on, and also let me know if there's any particular videos you'd like to see me film, because it's always good to know what sort of stuff you'd like to see. I'm replying to comments as quickly as I can. I say this every week, but I've got a bit of a backlog that I'm trying to catch up with, and it just varies depending on what my health has been like, and yeah, it hasn't been very good the last couple of weeks. But I will get around to replying to comments as quickly as I can, and I really appreciate anybody that takes the time to comment. Also come and follow me on social media. My links are in the description below, but I'll pop my Instagram and Twitter up here. Those are the 2 platforms that I'm mainly on, so come over and say hello to me on those as well. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye!